e das fronteiras, numa Europa em convulsão, com diversas crises financeiras, de refugiados, de pessoas. Portanto, a ideia desta exposição é confrontar precisamente esses territórios, entre o que é a autoridade, entre o que é a população, entre o que é uma certa desumanização até deste suposto local idílico, deste utopia.
wanted to try and get past the idea that only cool guitar boys are really subcultural, and actually maybe we could use subcultures to think about the politics that lots of girls and young women have to negotiate every day.
I think the punk rock movement in 1977, that was their greatest gift to the world. Not mohawks, not safety pins, DIY culture, do it yourself. And that's something that still works for me to this very day.
I think that music is a fundamental way that we see ourselves reflected back in society, and so for many of us we use it as an identity formation, a way to understand our humanness, really.
You know, the reason we're still talking about punk today is it wasn't just a soundtrack, it was very much a complete subculture. You know, there was punk fashion designers, graphic artists, poets, photographers and filmmakers, and I think that's why we keep looking back on it. Because nothing has happened in England that's been that complete.
em gêneros brasileiros periféricos. A ideia de periferia aí está ligada à classe social, está ligada aos lugares de origens desses vídeos, como é que eles circulam através das redes sociais e a importância tanto da possibilidade de produção quanto de circulação através do uso de novas tecnologias.
Sorts of bands that frequented southern studios were very politically subversive or had otherwise non-conformist gender, sexuality, politics, and John Loder captured all of that on record, and you can trace a discernible sonic signature throughout his work from around the late 70s right the way through to the 90s.
Do-it-yourself has been transformed into types of social, cultural, political activity in Bristol and in the UK through housing co-ops, through Essential, a Whole Foods company that runs on a pure co-op basis, through a radical history group that use history to talk about the present, and through types of kind of political and social organisation that have tried to change things and change society for the better.
The seeing the futures with an S, there's something that has to be sustained and done at every minute, and that this kind of movement has been a part of it, very active part, both in its forms and the ways it mixed a lot of realities, and that probably it has more explicitly to envision that as a new way of making politics, to make emerge the world that we want to happen.
Trata-se de um esforço muito grande, concentrado em muito poucas pessoas e de certa forma é uma grande alegria, mas também uma grande violência. E portanto a minha ideia é que o KISMIF passe a ser bianual.
So the next one will be in 2018. It will be back in Porto again, probably a slightly smaller conference, 3 days instead of 4 days, to give ourselves a bit of scope to do other things, e.g. publications, possible journal, and maybe in some future sense looking at some kind of organisation based around KISMIF as well, so an association that people join so that they become part of the kind of KISMIF process.
projeto há cerca de 12 anos, desde 2005, chamado Mais Menos. Põe em causa os valores da sociedade atual, da economia, da política e das interações sociais que temos. E o objetivo principal é estimular o debate, estimular o discurso, estimular o pensamento crítico e a ação também. É interessante porque é um trabalho que brinca com o paradoxo e acaba por ser ele em si também paradoxal, porque é esta coexistência também de opostos, não é? O mais e o menos.
A importância que as palavras têm na minha música enquanto veículo de mensagem, enquanto ferramenta para mudar o mundo, e a forma como eu encaro esta missão, digamos assim, não só enquanto uma forma de entretenimento, mas enquanto uma forma de participar ativamente e para transformar para melhor a realidade que me rodeia.